So why have I been off of YouTube for the past 2 weeks? What in the world is going on in the crypto market? And what can you do in order to find success in this market and start making money today? Guys, in this video, we're going to be going over all the answers to those questions. And it's been a hot minute since we last uploaded over here on this YouTube channel. And I got a lot of explaining to do. It's been so long and I need to get back in the groove of learning how to properly record video. So slapped y'all with that good hook right there. Got to hit this sponsorship message over from our buddies at FTX. You might have heard them from their partnership with the home of the Miami Heat Stadium, some Major League Baseball teams, Tom Brady and Steph Curry. FTX is the second to third biggest exchange in the world by trading volume and most other measures. Now, I'm usually very picky about the companies that I decide to partner with, especially on this YouTube channel. If you guys go through all of my older videos, you guys will know it's going to be a lot of blue chip established platforms that we tend to promote, and FTX is one of those, and one that I'm super excited to start working with for the next year. If you guys have never used FTX before and you want to get started, check out my link down below in the description and you can get started there today. All right, now with all that being said, let's get into the meat of the video. First things first, why have I been off of YouTube? Well, I got hit with that nasty little kombucha virus. It took your boy out. I was bedridden for like a week and a half and it sucked. Luckily enough, I was able to get a negative test a week before, but since then I've been getting caught up on all the work that I've missed. Now, if you guys don't know, and I don't know if y'all are into horoscopes or not, I'm a Capricorn. I was born in the end of December. I really find fulfillment in the work that I'm doing. Now, although the fever, the body chill, the physical ailments really did suck, I think what affected me the most was just the fact that I couldn't work. I haven't gone that long without working, without being able to do anything in a while. I'm always still trying to stay productive. And it was just a very difficult part of my life because I would say 1 to 2 days before I had gotten sick, I had planned with my COO 24 videos to make on this channel. We had lined up all of our sponsors for this month. And when I got hit with that, it really did take a toll on me. So now that I'm finally getting caught back up onto things and my momentum, I need to pick that back up. It's been rough trying to get started, but you know, I do apologize for not being able to post any content in the past 2 weeks or so. I think I definitely should have kept people up to date. We did make some mentions over in our Discord, connect to our Patreon, but in terms of overall social media, I've been low key off of it. And that is just because I didn't want to bring too much attention and I didn't want anyone to feel pity about me being sick because I knew I was going to get over it. Initially, when I did catch the illness, I didn't think it was that bad, but progressively it was getting worse and worse by the day. And I really can understand why this is much more of a serious issue going on in the world. But aside from that, you guys, I'm really thankful moving into the year that I had to deal with this before all the holiday stuff, and I'm not going into the new year starting off slow. So now that we have about a week left before 2022 starts, I have a ton of plans and I'm very excited to see what we have lined up. Now, with all that being said, you guys, let's hop into the computer and see what is going on in the market for today. All right, so the global crypto market cap for today is sitting at $2.25 trillion. Now, Bitcoin is still sitting at under $50,000 at $48,470 at the time of filming this video. So taking a look at what Bitcoin's done over the past 1 year, this is going to give us a better idea of what we should expect. So just a year ago from today, Bitcoin was sitting at $32,000. We made some tremendous movements where we even seen the price of Bitcoin double since then, and right now still retracing. Now, a lot of what the market is going to do is still dependent on how Bitcoin acts, but it doesn't mean that there isn't any opportunity to exist in the market now. What I've been taking a look at is comparing the active moving averages within Bitcoin. So this is going to be what the moving average within a specific period of time for Bitcoin would be. Clearly, you can see we are well below the 50-day moving average. And if you take a look at the 200-day moving average, we are still down about $100 from this point. It looks like if we are able to maintain at least the level of $48,431, we could see some more positive movement in the market today. But it looks like anytime Bitcoin does hit $48,000, $49,000, it's a clear consolidation that we've been getting over the past few weeks. That being said, the indicators are showing that we are in more of a fearful market, but it looks like we aren't in that complete red. So right now, it looks like the barometer barometer is balancing itself out, and that is just because we are still seeing a ton of other altcoins in the market still making moves. Some of the big winners that have been ripping is one of our mentions that we talked about during the summer multiple times on our channel when Terra was still pre-$20. Terra Luna had an amazing rip, even touching $90 at a new all-time high, while the market still has been consolidating up about 40% in the last 7 days. Now, just because you're not seeing huge action with Bitcoin, it doesn't mean there is zero opportunity. You will notice that there are still many high cap and mid cap altcoins where if you are positioned correctly, you can still find yourself making great rewards during this time. A 40% increase in the last 7 days on your portfolio would be a good amount of change, and we still have a long ways to go. Other cryptocurrencies that I've been watching over the past few days is going to be Solana. Now, all the Solana is at $177. It had a fantastic run over this past year. Right now, we've actually been seeing more bearish activity for this crypto here. So if Solana continues to drop, we could see support hitting $130 to $140. But if we do stay and maintain levels, I always expect Solana to be a crypto that is at least $200 in a normal market. Now, I get that number based on the current market cap and the utility that we're seeing between the protocols and the NFTs and different use case utility apps that are functioning within their platform. I have been diving deep into some Solana NFTs, and I'm telling you, the process compared to what you would experience with Ethereum in paying for gas fees and in waiting is absolutely tremendous in the difference that you have in improvements within just using Solana versus something like Ethereum. Now, this doesn't mean that Ethereum is completely subpar and it's going to be irrelevant. Once Ethereum is able to make some more solidified progressions that we can clearly see for their 2.0 upgrades, that's when I believe we will start seeing Ethereum absolutely mooning as well. In the meantime, with the size of Ethereum's market cap right now, anything under $4,000, I believe, is still a fair deal. We did make some purchases when Ethereum was going below $3,800, but even now with Ethereum under $4,000, you're still right on the line. Now, I've also been getting a ton of questions on what kind of cryptocurrencies that you should be looking at investing into the market today. Avalanche in the last week had an amazing recovery. We did even see them drop near $80 at a certain point, and right now we are quickly back at $120 today. Taking a look at DeFi Llama, you'll notice that the total TVL locked into a lot of these protocols is still near an all-time high. We actually haven't seen a lot of money getting liquidated off a lot of these crypto projects. What's most interesting is the total value locked on all chains. We are now seeing Terra Luna on the #2 spot, taking up a majority of other cryptos that have made tremendous progress over the last year. So a lot of you guys are going to be asking me, Brian, is it too late to invest into Terra Luna? I really think $90 is pretty high, and I would not invest at a time like this. If Terra Luna's rip has gotten your attention and you've been able to do a deeper dive on what they offer and why they've been going up, and if you don't know that, let me just explain it to you real quick as well. So the Terra protocol allows for heavier focus on different stablecoins. When we have volatility in the market, we don't know what's going to happen next with the pandemic, and we don't know how much money the feds are going to continue to print or whether we're going to go into a lockdown or not. We see a lot of investors and traders moving their cryptos into stablecoins where it can be a hedge against any type of negative market crypto volatility that we may experience. With the tokenomics of how Terra protocol works, if we do see more money going into these stablecoins and we get Terra's supply getting burned, naturally that's just going to increase the amount of price that we see here. With all that being said, Terra Luna does have some great plans on expanding their ecosystem, and I do believe they're going to add some more amazing projects to their protocol. But at the time being, in terms of just a technical standpoint, it is never a great idea to buy in when something gets hyped this much, or we see a giant green candle in the last week leading up to a new all-time high. Now, although we did almost see a $100 Terra Luna happen fairly quick, it doesn't mean that you are missing out. The big lesson to note within the crypto market is that there is always going to be opportunity. I personally find it much more rewarding to be investing into the market during times like this where Bitcoin's in a consolidation range and we aren't in that extreme greed like we experienced over the past few weeks. This is where a majority of the opportunity is going to be created, and if we look at the top 24-hour percent increases, you'll notice even 30 to 20% gains with a lot of the top cryptos. So what do I think is going to happen next to the overall crypto market going into the year of 2022, and how can you find strategies to win and maximize your investment portfolio? Now, first of all, leading into the end of the year, I think it's going to be unlikely for us to experience any type of huge upside. I really do hope I'm wrong, but the only reason I feel this way is just because we are getting so much news right now with regards to the pandemic pandemic and different lockdowns, and anytime we get huge uncertainty and a ton of news going out in the world where everyone's so occupied with what may happen next, we often don't see too many investors having the confidence we need in order for the price of Bitcoin to start moving. A lot of this is going to entail big money, and towards the end of the year, it could go both ways. We could see Bitcoin falling down, people cashing it out or moving their profits over into stable coins. But at the same time, I just expect to see a little bit more consolidation moving over into the first quarter of the new year. And hopefully while we get a bit more confidence and we get some more hearings on regulations or where the state of the entire world may be, that is when we could see more action going into the markets. On the more optimistic side, I don't expect a full crash to happen. If Bitcoin does pull back or have another correction, I do see that getting eat up very, very quick. Leading up to the last few weeks within the crypto market, if you guys have been following along this channel, we have been reiterating the point of taking profits whenever we see that extreme greed in the market. And if you guys have followed along, you would have locked those profits in, and any buy entry right now could still be very viable, especially if we predict Bitcoin to surpass the previous all-time highs of near $70,000 of what we saw. In order to win in this market, it's as simple as this: diversify your portfolio. I still personally think crypto is the best asset class to invest into right now. It has the most amount of accessibility, ease of use. A lot of people can get into it. There are a ton of exchanges that have the opportunity for you to sign up and start investing into the market today. And with other comparable markets where we're just not seeing too much movement, even till this day, crypto is still giving huge opportunities where if you find the right altcoin, you can make great money on your investment. I think right now we are still very early in the overall development of the entire market. With the beginning of the revolution of metaverse, Web3, and even crypto games, we're still in the pinnacle, and this is the time where you should be placing your eggs, placing those bets, just in case we do get that next boom rather soon. For me personally, if we do get any type of huge market dips, that's going to be a green signal for me to enter more positions into this market. In the meantime, I am going to be rebalancing my portfolio because I still do have a majority of Bitcoin and Ethereum in my portfolios, and I do see altcoin season stirring up rather soon. Now, I don't think this altcoin season is going to be fully blown out where everything's moving parabolic to the moon, but I do think, just like we've seen with Terra, Luna, and other cryptocurrencies like Avalanche, we will be seeing some more great opportunities for swing trades for you to be able to make money in this market. Now, thank you all so much again for watching this video all the way till the very end. Now, we have holidays coming up. I know we got Christmas coming up, New Year's, so I hope you guys have a very safe and amazing, blessed holiday season. This year, for me personally, it just hasn't been feeling as Christmassy, if that's a word, like it usually has over the past few years, and that just might have been me getting sick or me getting busy, but let me know if you guys feel the same way. This year's Christmas it just doesn't feel as Christmassy. But hopefully that changed. We've got a few more days until then. So guys, thank you all so much again for tuning by this video. We always do a code word. For today's code word, type down below glass water. Glass water, if you guys are watching this all the way till the end. Thanks to FTX for sponsoring this video, and hopefully I'll see y'all in the next one soon.